Man, let me tell you, man. You know how low, how disgusting and low can Scumeron Decker be? Well, now he's trying to take shots at Nate, Nate's garage. Yeah, he's taking too cheap shot. Go around and say, "Oh, Nate wasn't a dino autistic." How the hell would you know that, Scumeron? What do? You trying to go look at Nate's records? So if he's a medical facility, like you don't know that stuff. Maybe it's none of your business if the guy was really diagnosed with autistic or not. I know. I mean, I tell you one thing. I know I was diagnosed myself at the age of 4. There's paperwork, but I don't have to show anybody. None of these motherfuckers on YouTube land that was diagnosed as being autistic when I was age 4.
Because their messages were in my spam folder. Now this offer, I'm not gonna even offer this because we know that this isn't even gonna happen anyway. Just like Nate's not going anywhere. But I said if Nate leaves people alone in this community and walks away, I will refrain from releasing the actual fucked up shit, which trumps the BS. Now, part of the reason why I'm not even gonna offer this as a deal is simply because, well, it has to kind of do with child predator stuff, and this is a child predator catching community, and I don't think this information should be withheld from anybody in this community. So this person, this is a family member. For now, I'm gonna keep him on the DL unless they tell me it's cool. I did ask them. I'm waiting for them to respond to me if they're willing to come on a panel with me. If not, it's cool. Just texting's good enough, and I'm not going to disclose their information publicly.
You know another thing that's really fucked up that Scumeron and I felt some of his friends are doing with around Nate? No, they're flinging their bullshit now and saying that Nate is a child predator and a pedophile, and they say he's on the list and as a registered sex offender. See, this is how low these fucks go. Scumeron, Big Butt, no breast, Nunya, all this shit. Bitch bot, pred word, yeah, Scabby, Sabby, Christy, Krusty, yeah, T-Bang, Tonsa, Bobby Joe. It's what these are the motherfuckers are talking about.
Yeah, I'm sure BS. Like I said.
Oh yeah, Spamla G, Nikki Cook.
Will grab at anything they can to get whatever kind of attention they want. But you know what? Some information floated into my lap today that I did not solicit or ask for.
Yeah, it's funny what you got the funk. These are the motherfuckers here. They're hanging with the birds of the feather, flock together, the company to keep. Especially when they're hanging around Locksmith, Ben Og, that says 14, 15-year-old girls are fully developed, ready for sex. And you got the materialist guy, the guy who wants to have sex with a 14-year-old, talking about how lush is her breast look, probably saying, oh, she got a tight little cooter, all that shit. I mean, yeah, these fucks, see, they all hang with each other, one way or another, just like the puppy mill.
It was freely given to me. See, on Facebook, I have there's a lot of groups that follow my predator catching on Facebook. Now, I will say, I never called Nate a child predator when I posted the video. I just
you didn't, but your buddies did.
And I specified in the comments that he's not after kids, but he's more so a predator for going after victims in this community, participating with people that want to porn bomb victims in this community, and also attack child predator catchers, and now, as of this last week, contact threads that predator catchers have fought to try and make them look innocent, just so they could take a dig at that person that they don't like, that caught them. Now, with that being said, this family member saw the video, reached out to me, and basically told me, he's like, listen, I actually clarified, I'm going to read my message to you guys. I might leave some things out that might help not point Nate in the right direction as to who I'm speaking with. But anyways, I clarified at the beginning of my message to this family member, I said, just so you know, he's not a child predator, he's just a predator. And then this person volunteered what information came next. He said, no, he just hasn't had a chance to become a child predator yet, and then filled me in on some personal information.
Oh, see, there it is. Right there. You just heard it, ladies and gentlemen. Right there. Yeah. Scumeron sitting there saying, "Oh, Nate's not a child predator, not yet." But what Scumeron Decker trying to say as well. He's saying, "Oh, it's just a matter of time for Nate becomes a child predator." Just like the puppy mill on Philemon, Nicole, and a few others said, "Oh, it's just a matter of time for Seaman gets caught and and pays for his action against little girls and children like that." Yeah. Or they're saying, "Oh, it's just a matter of time for his records get unsealed, and everybody will see his sick and disgusting charges." Like Philemon said, he's going to unseal my sealed records and shit like that.
Regarding the family. So I'm going to start at the top of the conversation just so you all can see how this happened. It wasn't like I did like JD and called Nate's mom and had a long conversation with her or a family member.
No, but you tried there, Scumeron. You and Nunn, you're trying to team up by calling by Nate's mom and shit like that. But you guys failed on that one. Then you guys were so stupid. You guys were going around with your buddies, going to Omega, posing as Nate and as JD. Say, you're going, "Hey, I'm John Davis. I shot a guy in the butt at a car wash." Then you had Nunya pose as your girlfriend named Amber on Omega like a dumbass. Come on.
Remember, like, I didn't even solicit for any of this. In fact, this first message sat in my spam folder since November 15th, which is probably around the day that I posted that video. I didn't see it until today. Alright, so the message that I received first was, second, I'm sure this isn't shut off. Right. He said, "You are awesome, my friend. That Spencer dirtbag has gotten away way too long and is a POS mother, which used to be my blank. I disowned her. All scum." I put the blank in there so I don't narrow it down too much for him. I rather let him wonder. And I highly doubt he's going to go ask around which family member's communicating with me, because it's going to be a real uncomfortable conversation if he goes to the wrong family member. You know what I'm saying? So anyways, I responded today. I said, "Oh, wow, yeah. They have been going after predator catchers and trying to get Preds off charges by contacting them. Real shady people." And then I said, "I assume she has always been vile like that." And I'm referring to Nate's mom. This person responds and says, "Yes, they are dirt. Get him. He deserves it." So
yeah, okay. And it was yesterday that good guy was talking about, and unfortunately, Philemon tried to start his bullshit when Gomez was trying to explain all this stuff about the puppy mill. These motherfuckers tried to discredit the pred catchers, the real one, not the drama one, the real actual ones out there. When GT Colfax got a lifetime restraining order from Tommy Fellows, Colorado Pred Patrol. So, good guy was talking about Scumeron, about something like, I think it's like 45, something like 45 arrests, 17 convictions. But he was bringing up how Scumeron has been accused of forcing himself on a woman and graping her and shit like that. Oh yeah, that's been going around pretty far and wide as well too.
At this point, I feel like maybe he's thinking that Nate's a child predator, so I clarified. I said, yeah, he's not a child predator, but a predator for working with a small group of idiots. Working with a small group of village idiots on YouTube, threatening to take pics of victims' faces and AI crop them onto porn star bodies and send the nudes to their families because they think it's funny to re-victimize victims of sexual assault and child threat victims. It's sick.
Gee, who around the predator poacher community on the drama that has done that shit? Oh, no one in the Pred world. When he re-victimized News Now Houston, Earl David Warren's daughter. Not even Teresa R. did that shit. Because she respected David's daughters, and the fact was, I mean, no victim should ever be re-victimized. But Predward did that shit. He had no problem reading a fucking sick detail like it was a soft porn teleprop script handed to him for clicks, clouts, and gatekeeping donos for his cat ladies. Yeah, they're trying to, pumping him some fucking donos and shit like that. Yeah, it's just crazy as well. So, and you got some people go around and say Gilman's re-victimized the victim of Mouse or Rex. Yeah, no, that was the rodent. The rodent called her all kinds of disgusting names, which I'm not going to say on this video. But yeah, it's funny was when Jamie got out after the manslaughter charge, her ex-boyfriend, she was making a name for herself, trying to have a nice job at a cafe. She was rescuing cats, like that. But where was everybody when it make sure is she doing okay? Does she need help? Nobody reached out to her to rodent's victim. Nobody. They just used her as a meat shield and to weaponize her. Just like the people, like you got the Silicon Sploosh crew. If I use chicks on my videos, my podcast, they try to use those chicks and portray them as the victim to attack me with.
I clarify, he's not a child predator. Then this person says this, oh, I believe it, and I think he just hasn't had the chance to be a child predator. I've seen him stare at my blank, who is 10 years old, and it makes me sick.
What the fuck?
He's talking about Nathaniel. So then I said,
oh, dang. I'm sitting there thinking, dude, where does Scumeron come in these dumb thoughts like that? I think Scumeron is coercing these people to say this shit, so that way fucking Scumeron's got to tell a prop like fucking Predward does to say it on a stream for his revenue clicks and clouts.
Holy crap! Like in a weird way, he says, "Oh yes, definitely, 100." And then I said, Jesus, I'm not surprised, honestly, because he hangs out with a bunch of weirdos all like that. One of them keeps naked pics of his grandkids on his phone. That's Nate's new best friend. And then this guy says, or girl. Girl or guy. Actually, I think she might be transgender. Nate, you got any trans people in your family? So anyways.
What the fuck you care, Scumeron?
Disgusting. I say, you still stay in the area? And then they go on to talk about where they live, which I'm not going to disclose here. Alright, let me make sure. Alright, I'm going to skip this next part here because this doesn't really need to be out there. I feel like it would give too much information. Oh, okay, actually, hold on. So then he goes on to say he doesn't want Nate around his property or her property. Then...
You know this one, Woo Crew. Sandy, by me, out to Sandy, picking up all the Petros.
So then I have to ask, and no disrespect, and this is what's on the screen here, but is Nathaniel actually autistic? Because that's what the excuse is every time he does fucked up shit to someone in the community. And no one is allowed to speak back to him, otherwise they are accused of going after an autistic child. To everyone, he seems aware of what he is doing. This person responds, to be honest, I don't believe he is diagnosed with it.
Well, how would you know that?
And he's talking about Nate's mom here.
If you haven't already,
she has just made him that way so he can collect Social Security for life. Or so she can collect Social Security for life with him. She is a pro at it. So then I said, wow, what the fuck? Have you ever called him out or them out to their face before?
I'm thinking in my mind, I mean, why do people care if Nate is, diagnosed? I mean, does Nate need to show does he need to show proof and receipts that he was diagnosed by a doctor, that he's autistic? It's somebody's fucking business. It's nobody's business. Nate don't have to show fucking dick shit to these fucking clowns. Not the Scumeron or these motherfuckers in the pred drama shit.
And then they said they haven't spoken to them in a while. So then this person says, just that I went over and made it clear to them he is not allowed there because I have 3 blanks from my wife's side and I would have to hurt him. So this person that's a
3
family
blanks
member
for me.
will not let
I'll say 3
Nathaniel
kids.
around their kids. They will not let Nate around their kids. And I feel like they're holding back certain information because obviously, like, you know, it's embarrassing for one. It's, you know, the family.
You know what's funny? I'll kind of sway a little off topic, but keep it relevant as well. I remember a few times Mr. Jones used to go around and say, "Oh, would you trust CNN or ABC or even Pat Ryan your kids?" Because Mr. Jones said, I wouldn't let them. I would say I wouldn't let those scumbags around near my kids. Hey, shit, that's funny. You know, I've had people in real life that allow me to be around their family, their children, and they don't even think twice. They trust me. And people are like, oh, they say, oh, they really trust you? Well, what kind of shit they've done? Like, I don't do shit. I don't fuck with children. I don't hurt children. I don't hurt women or nothing like that. I mean, come on. I got a good chick that has 3 grandbabies, and she allows me around her grandbabies all the time. All the time.
But 2, this is pretty disturbing. Look who Nate hangs out with. Like, you got some big turd muffin that admits to having half-naked pics of his kids on his phone. Then it's not his phone. Then he says it was in his Facebook albums. And then he says, oh, it's not on my Facebook albums. It's actually on a family member's Facebook albums. My daughter's. Changes the story multiple times, which we have clips of each time that he fucking changed the story. But anyways, talks about half-naked pics of his own kids, like essentially telling on himself or being in possession of that, while, you know, coming after or accusing me of hacking him. But meanwhile, you got Nate's garage, who's not even allowed to be around some of his young family members because he's a creep.
In Florida, probably.
Not just that, but the guy isn't even diagnosed with autism, and
That's the same shit that Philemon goes around saying, oh, like, you know, Gomez has nothing but creep friends, or he's got map and molester murder friends like that. Yeah, like Philemon goes around and says, oh, Simi is such a big time creep that he shouldn't be thinking or watching, you know, children's shows or anything like that. No, and you can watch whatever you want in public. It doesn't matter. I will always say, like, when you're in public and you're taking pictures or recording something, you can film whatever you want, even children, once you're in a public setting, as long as you're not, you know, zooming in or doing the fairy shit. But if you're just out there general, I mean, that people are going to say, oh, that makes him a creep. Well, okay, well, that's on you. If you're going to label something like that, maybe you should look in the mirror and question yourself.
the first time anyone even knew Nate was quote-unquote autistic was when he joined JD. Y'all remember when Nate was like a big mod on my channel and was always here? The only medical situation that Nate ever talked about was that he had physical disabilities from getting the COVID shot and it made him sick, which are physical issues.
Well, you know what? There has been issues. I have seen issues in videos before where people get the jab of getting vaccinated of COVID, and they get bad side effects, or they become ill, or their health deteriorates. I've even heard stories where people die getting jabbed. I remember when I got the jab, the only thing side effect I had was having a sore arm. I mean, the second time I got the second dose, I remember the next day I was fucking tired as hell. That's the only side effect I had. But I've heard cases where people had serious side effects. So yeah, that's not. I would say that's not really a really uncommon thing. It's kind of rare, but it happens. That's like when you take fucking medication. There's gonna be side effects. You hear all the time. You see these medications on TV or side effects. Diarrhea, vomiting, da 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 da. There are gonna be side effects with any kind of medication. With medication of medicine as well.
Not once ever about autism. But according to this person, the mom uses Nate's slowness, or maybe gets him to act slow or whatever, which is how I read it, so they can benefit off of Social Security, which is fraudulent. And I'm going to go ahead and play this clip here of the mom. And after listening to this mom's mouth, I honestly believe it. I believe that she's capable, just based on how she talks in front of him, how she acts, how she handled herself to strangers on the internet that she's never met before. Let's go ahead and roll the clip real quick so we can have a good reference point on what kind of character the mother is. And here's the thing. This person has no idea about the YouTube community whatsoever. No idea. They just seen the video I posted on Facebook, which, by the way, has over 3,000 views locally now on just one channel. The other channel is at like 2,000. So altogether, it's like getting up there. But reached out to me completely on their own. I asked nothing from this person. They volunteered information, basically saying, "Good, I'm glad someone's finally getting Nate." And I think he thought I was doing a predator catch or something, but
that's crazy. Yeah, and see, that's the thing. I always talk about, how people want to suppress their Gomez or my evidence or shizzle like that. So that's what they're trying to do, is suppress by striking us or censoring us like that. I always talk about, you might be able to take a video down here and there, or to suppress a piece of evidence here and there. But I always say hey, YouTube's not the only platform I put my videos on. There are other platforms which I ain't gonna say to anybody. Believe me, you might censor a video here and there or try to censor me on YouTube, but there are other platforms that I'm far and wide. I can spread my message there, show my evidence, and all like that, and nobody can suppress like that. So yeah, people are like, oh, what platform? I don't have to tell you. I mean, it could be Facebook, could be Rumble, could be BitChute. Yeah, it could be Odyssey. Yeah, it could be Instagram. It could be Twitter, aka X. It could be anywhere. Maybe TikTok. That's the beauty of social media.
All of this information was completely volunteered, and I have full receipts right here. This person has no reason to lie. This is their own family, right?
Yeah, okay.
All right.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing. Do you think this person is coming forward to Scumeron and just spilling the beans? Or do you think that Scumeron is coercing a confession? That's what police officers try to do around people like, a witness or victim. And I'm shown quite a few videos where cops do shit like that, try to coerce a confession at somebody. I'm not saying that predator, poacher, catchers do shit like that, but some of them, people like, so I just wouldn't put it past Scumeron to pull a stunt like that.
That's the wrong clip.
No, I know that clip that you just played. That's the clip from Throw Mama from the train.
This is Mama. Yeah, this is Mama, Cameron. Your mama didn't raise you right. Because if she had, you wouldn't act like a fucking douchebag 2-year-old. Oh, wait, no. 2-year-olds are more mature than you. Yep, that's right. You got a dick up your ass tonight, or are you...
Wow, how low could Scumeron go? Look how low he's going. Yeah, he's putting the video up on Nate's mom on screen and shit, using the video that she done like that. Gotta bring his mom and shit like that? This is what I'm talking about. This is what these trolls try to do. Like the puppy mill silicon splooge show. No, what they're trying to do is dragging your family, or they're gonna try to blast your family members, or that's what they do, or dog your family member. I mean, they've done it with Gomez's family, done it with my family. They try to do other people's family as well. That's what trying to do. Yeah, I always sit there and say, you know what, you can attack me 10 ways to the moon. I don't care. Go ahead. But leave my fucking family out of it. Like like Aaron says, I mean, why do people got dox his deceased parents or his family? I mean, just fucking crazy. This is what they do. They bring your family into shit like this over YouTube beef.
Because that's a fucking man supposedly you are. No, you're not a man. You're a douche fucking thing. I don't do dicks. I like pussy, bitches. I don't like dicks. This is Mama, Cameron. Your mama didn't raise you right. Because if she had, you wouldn't act like a fucking douchebag 2-year-old. Oh, wait, no. 2-year-olds are more mature.
Gotta kick up your ass tonight, or are you?
I like pussy, bitches. I like pussy, bitches. I like pussy, bitches. I like pussy, bitches.
Oh my God! Really, really, Scumeron? God, what a piece of shit you are! Gotta use a clip that Nate's mom did.
All right, so there's your point of interest right there.
Look at that.
Is it believable that a family member claims that they're scamming Social Security on the off chance that Nate is autistic? Seem probable to people? I don't know. JD likes to talk about my character all the time.
Look at Scumeron. I mean, tell me this. Does Scumeron look like he's fucking like? Does he look like he's high or strung out? Like, yeah. I mean, he probably just rolled out of bed half an hour. He probably did a good night of fucking binge drinking. He probably sitting there. Oh yeah, I did a good decoy job. I'm gonna have a great catch in a couple days. So I'm gonna celebrate by binge drinking and fit the fucking jack. Yeah. Okay.
Apparently, because
I mean, Scumeron's good at doing that shit like that. Binge drinking.
That somehow in his brain it told him that I must have raped that woman. But anyways, Nate, why are you not allowed around your family's kids? Like, why are you not allowed around kids in your family? Why? That's my question to you, Nate. Why is the family member completely unprovoked reaching out to me and telling me this?
Yeah. Here's the question. Here's a question that raises concerns as well. Did this person or supposedly reached out to Cameron to drink Cameron Decker, or did Scumeron coerce a confession for his clout and revenue? Trying to make so that way he can be relevant on his little predator poacher, of his community, his page like that, up at YouTube and Facebook. I mean, it just baffles me. Well, I bet some people are, I think it's allowed as second to hell. I bet you go for it. I bet you're right. But do we have the proof? No. But it just makes you think.
These are questions that I have, and I believe we all deserve an answer because you all are all over there all the time talking about how we're going to build this catching community back better by getting all these people out of here. When literally, Nate, why are you not allowed around kids under the age of 10 in your own family? Boy,
yeah, but the thing is, all of a sudden the Scumeron, it's his fucking business to know what family members Nate can or can't be around with. Wow. All of a sudden, it's just, yeah. Scummering wants to make like, oh, what? So, like, oh, you're certain about that shit? You want to delve with someone's fucking personal life, this Scummering? Okay, let's talk about your personal life. What? How come you're being accused around? How come some of your catches are becoming bogus? Or you spoof the chat? Why are you being accused of fucking raping a woman there, Scummering? Why is it a woman goes around sitting there saying that you confess into her, you admitted that you have a small pecker, that you can't get it up no more there, Scummering? Yeah, that back then you had to force yourself. She said no, and you wouldn't take no for an answer. I'd like to know that kind of I'd like to know answer from those kind of questions, Scummering.
So, I'm asking questions. Why is a family member, and this is a family member, like it's a real person, it's not a fake account. Why is this person reaching out to me and telling me that they themselves will not let you around their kids? Why? And not just that, but also doesn't want you around their property either.
You know what, there, Scummering? That's between Nate and his family member. That's between Nate and his family member on that shit like that. Maybe they had an issue, they had a fight, and the family member told that Nate's not welcome to the property or around the vicinity. It could be maybe it could be a trust issue, it could be a fight. But you want to make assumption like, oh, maybe because Nate is a creeper. You don't know shit about that. You want to stand there and delve in his personal life. That's really fucking low, you Scummering. It really is.
It's in here. It's in their words. Yeah. And I have receipts. They're right. Nobody just messages somebody out.
Bullshit.
This person had no idea that I was even.
No, I smell fucking bullshit from a country mile away. Oh, no one just, but no, you probably reached out to them and they're Scummering. You probably coerced and say, hey, I'd like you to say that I'm gonna go live with this, so that way I can have a teleprompt script like Predward did, reading disgusting sick details of what News on Houston did to his own daughters. He did it. Predward did that for clicks, clouds, and donuts, so that way he can get them donuts from his precious cat ladies.
Looking for any further information on Nate's garage. Didn't post about that. All I did was I posted what I believe to be a hilarious video of them being ignorant and put it with some funny song and posted it. Didn't say anything like, does anybody have any information about Nate?
I have no words.
Nothing like that.
You know what all this shit started? Why with Scummers, all this shit like that? No, he ain't done this shit alone. No, he has his supporters and enablers like Nanya and a few others. Yeah, the reason why they're fucking been going after Nate because Nate, led John Davis in his chat and hangs around John Davis. Who fucking cares who hangs with who or like that? Like Philemon Bishop on like, oh, Aaron's buddy was the car wash murderer that got up a manslaughter. No, because John Davis completed it out. Yeah, I mean, see, that Philemon tried to twist it around like that. No, John Davis fucking murdered, shot the guy because the motherfucker, a pedophile, was going to kill him, kill his son, rape his daughter, and extort her for sex trafficking. Yeah, okay. And look, we'll do some proof of that. Why the fuck you need proof like that? John did it. He admitted he did it. It's done. John has served his time. He's rehabilitated. It doesn't matter. But people still want to fucking raise questions like that. Yeah, and Cameron's trying to be, Scummers been trying to harp about that, saying, oh, I'm going to defy the quest, all that fucking shit, Like, see, this is what Scummers does. He's a lonely loser, binge drinking, saying he's doing successful catches and successful decoying by getting creeped on the street. He's only got a dozen fucking successful catches. I mean, it's crazy.